I'll try to continue the class in English. I'll try to conduct the class in English, but I'll encourage you to speak in English in class, but it's not mandatory. Say for example, if I discussing a topics that you are not understanding properly, then you will tell me, I will repeat it in Bangla. Okay. So the medium of teaching is English, but it's not mandatory that we have to continue or conduct the class in English. The first thing, we have to understand our topics, our machine learning stuffs, right? So that is really very important. And my English is so poor, so don't worry. I hope you'll understand my English. So is it clear to everyone? Are you guys listening?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I request few of you, like 2 or 3 of you, please, if you are not making noise, then unmute yourself so that you can actually reply. So you can respond my talk so that I'll understand that, okay, you guys are listening clearly. Right?
Thanks.
Okay. All right. So it's not about say you have to be muted always. So sometimes you can unmute yourself and you can actually share your feelings to us. That will be wonderful. Okay. So this is your machine learning course, right? The course code is CSE 489, right? Am I loud and clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So welcome to you all in this machine learning course. I'm really very excited to share a few of the new things. So basically last few months, this pandemic situation, I actually update myself about machine learning. So I actually did few of online machine learning courses. That's really interesting. So I'll try to share that materials to you guys. That's why I actually requested department that, okay, I'm very interested to take machine learning course. So that I can actually share my knowledge to my students. And also one more thing, that this course is every class we have 1 hour 30 minutes, right? 90 minutes class. So what I will prefer to take 1 hour theory course and rest of 30 minutes practical course. Practical, that means I will do Python coding. So I will try to teach you Python or Julia. Is it clear to everyone? So I hope you will really actually find this course very interesting.
Yes, sir. That's the best, sir.
So one more thing, some instructions. So this is the first course, but do not try to miss any class. So that will be really difficult. So if you miss any class, then the problem will be, we guys will not be stopped for you. We will actually move forward. So you will not understand the next topics. So it's like a chain. So if you say, for example, if someone will not attend this class, today's first class, then for him or her, it will be really difficult to actually feel comfortable in the next class. So what I have to do, I have to repeat the today's topics in the next class for them, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is my request to all of you. Please don't miss the class, whatever happened, right? What happened. So, and say, it's really, I'll try to give my best. So that is from your side. You have to also have some enthusiasm to take from me, like, okay, what I'm sharing with you, you guys also need to have the willingness to receive that knowledge from me. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right. And second thing, so you guys are matured enough. So in last trimester, what I did, sometime actually I lost my control and my temper. So sometimes I was a bit rude to you, but this time, okay, I'll not say anything to you. Like if you do not study, if you don't submit your assignment, if you don't like say for do your homework, then from my side I will not do anything. I'll not tell you anything because you guys are very mature. But if you miss, say for example, if you are not serious about your homeworks or your assignments, then actually that will not be good for you. So you have to understand these things. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So my first question was, why machine learning? Why you actually want to take this course? Because I know some of you actually doing, say for example, Onte is doing his capstone project with me. So for him, he need to actually know this machine learning stuffs. But what about the others? Why actually choose to take machine learning? Is it an optional course, right? It's not a mandatory course. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir. You're right.
Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So why you actually choose to take this course? Why machine learning is so important today or nowadays?
So nowadays we can see that the world is moving towards the machine learning things and
Right. So world is
exclusively.
moving to machine basically, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's all about robotics, it's all about intelligence. So next 50 years, it will be like a machine learning era. So 30 to 50 years. Then after 30 to 50 years, maybe some new technology will come and the people will be crazy about that new technology. But we can actually predict that, okay, next 30 to 50 years, it will be the machine learning stuff. So that's why it's really, really important. And if you look at the job sector, then you see nowadays the companies, they actually want machine learning engineers. So after graduation, so if you are very good at machine learning, then you have two options. Either you can go to the industry or you can actually go to academics, like you can do research, you can go for your master's and PhD, you can be a academic, right? Or actually you can join industry, like you can join Google, Facebook. So now, so these big techs, they are actually now crazy about machine learning. They are developing machine learning tools and techniques, right, to analyze the big data, analyze the human sentiments, lot many things, right? So if you learn machine learning, that will be wonderful. So it's my request, my humble request to everyone, be serious from now. So from now and on, be serious. Just attend the class, be attentive in the class. So when, say, I know a lot of you have many problems. Say you have some girlfriend issues, you have family issues, you have something with your best friend. But when you are in the class, forget everything. Just concentrate to your class, right? So when you in the class, just close your door. So be isolated from your family, friends, from the world. And I am with you guys. Okay. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right. So
Yes, sir.
anyone wants to say anything? What your expectation? So I told my expectation that I want you guys to be very serious, very attentive, and don't miss the class. So if you miss the class, then that will be really difficult. So if you miss the class, so if you request me, sir, I missed the previous class, so can you repeat the topics that you discussed in the last classes? So some regular students, they feel bored. Even I feel bored too. Okay, that's why it is my humble request, please don't miss the class. And also, when you're in the class, please isolate yourself from the world. So okay, you will tell your girlfriend that, okay, I have 10:35 to 12, right, 12:05 p.m. Machine learning class for Sunday and Wednesday, so don't disturb me in this time. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And every day, whatever the topics I will discuss, whatever the things I will provide to you, just you will look after the class. Say for example, today I will share something with you and you have 24 hours. Within the 24 hours, you will do that. You will make a review of that topics. That I want. And let's see, can I teach you machine learning or not? So anyone wants to say, anyone wants to, anyone have some expectation from me?
So I have a
Yes,
question.
sir.
Yes, please.
So how is the demand of machine learning experts in Bangladesh? Because I don't see that much of circulars or job.
Okay. So, very good question. So you guys are computer engineer, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, sir.
So world is in your pocket. Don't never ever think you are only in the Bangladesh. So you have to cross the border of Bangladesh. First thing. So after graduation, first thing you have to cross the border, right? Think you will go to US, UK, Australia, Europe, right? So don't think about Bangladesh, right? And Bangladesh is a developing country. We have lot many constants, right? Even there are very few, like less than 10 software companies that are very well known to the world, right? We don't say we have about maybe 5,000 IT industries, IT company in Bangladesh, but if you see maybe 10 to 15 or 20 is world is in standard IT organization or company in Bangladesh we have, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Right. So it's not about the machine learning. Say after be a computer science graduate, if you try to enter into the job, you will see there are very few jobs, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Say for example, if you know machine networking, then there is a opportunity that you can join to any kind of bank or any organization as a network engineer. If you are a database administrator, then you can also join any organization as a DBA, right? Database administrator. But for machine learning, it's really for Bangladesh, it's really very few opportunities you have. But now the industries in Bangladesh, they are actually considering it like, okay, we need to hire intelligent computing engineers or machine learning engineers, right? So the situation is changing. Do you get your answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any more things? So what I told, I'm asking you, what your expectation from me?
Sir, First of all, I'm very happy to hear the syllabus has changed, sir. I'm doing a paper in deep learning for my final caption project, sir. So this is
Great.
very helpful
That will
for
be
me.
really helpful for you.
Yes, sir.
So
I'm
the
using
course outline is
RNN.
very simple,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes,
Your
sir.
course outline is very simple. I will start with regression problem. Maybe if we have a time, then we can discuss some of the classification stuffs. But the main topic is deep learning. So I will try to cover A to Z in A to Z of deep learning here. So the main stuff, the course syllabus is deep learning. Okay. Is it clear to everyone? So the
Yes, sir.
deep
Yes,
learning
sir.
is basically
Yes,
the
sir.
neural network, artificial neural network. So in the 2010, the name become changed. So the artificial neural network or neural network have a new name. It's called deep learning. Before 2010, it was like a neural network. So in this course, I will try to actually cover everything about deep learning. Okay. Any more things? Any things anyone want to share?
Yes, sir. Actually, this is what I was going to ask from you. That I'm glad that you'll be completing the deep learning first year because the previous machine learning syllabus that was pretty much the same as the pattern recognition. So,
Okay, right. That's why actually I'll not discuss the stuff that we actually normally learn in pattern recognition. That will be the completely new syllabus. Okay, so should we start the class?
yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
We can, sir.
Can you see my desktop? Okay, let me
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
let me minimize it. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm actually developing a handbook, or we can say in Bangla, we can say chotha, right? So let's see. Uh, so I will actually share this handbook or chotha to you guys, so that will be very helpful to you. Okay. So this handbook is about machine learning, data mining, and big data. So I'm trying to write these things. So my plan, say for example, maybe it's really good. Then we can actually publish it as a book format. Okay.
Yes, sir. So just like the Java 71 page book.
Right. Just like your Java handbook. So what I request to everyone, please don't share this handbook to anyone else. Okay, so you just share it among you guys. So those who are actually taking this course, I am actually distribute this handbook to you guys, only to you guys. Okay, and it is my request to you, please don't share it to others. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, so this is, so you know there are three keywords there: machine learning, data mining, big data. So these three keywords or area is my research area. So I really actually love to do research on machine learning, data mining, and big data. So if we say in a sentence that then my research actually focus on machine learning for data mining applications in big data. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So I am Dewan Farid. So I know some of you actually already knew me, but those who are actually having the first class with me, so I'm just giving my intro to you guys. So I'm Dewan Farid. So I'm currently working as an associate professor in your department, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. So you can see there is a logo here, or logo of United International University, and just if you click this link, so that will take you to my profile. So so if you are really interested, then you can actually read my short bio here, and also you can see my hours, honors that I received, my experience, my educational experience, my list of publications, activities that I normally do without with my teaching. So with teaching, actually, I try to involve with some other social activities, and then these are my teaching interests. So one thing is really interesting I would like to share. So if you click here, Google Scholar citations, then you'll see my Google Scholar citation page. So this is this what I can say, that it's like a citations that, say for example, how many citations I have. So I just have more than 2,000 citations. So this is really wonderful for me. I had a dream to have a 1,000 citation. You see my citations here is a
Yes, sir.
2012.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
Yes,
it
sir.
was my dream to have a 1,000 citations, but now it's 2,000 plus citations. I'm really happy for that. So you can also explore my publications. Say for example, this one is one of my highest cited paper, highest cited publication. Like it got 338 citations, 338 citations. Okay, so explore my profile if you are really interested to know about me. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so here also I include my short bio as an author, because I'm trying to write this handbook. Let's see. So without that, anything you want to know about myself? Any questions you have? Anyone has any questions about me?
Sir, what's your next step in
My next
in
step is to be a
research?
professor. Oh, okay. In my career, that's dream. So in this month, end of this month, maybe the last week of this month, I am applying for my professorship. So my next achievement will be to be a full professor. So you know, I am a associate professor now. So to be a when I'll be a full professor, that will be my another dream will come true. So that's thing. Okay. Thank you. Anything else? And about my research, okay, so I'm trying to write something about these machine learning stuffs that I will share with you guys. So but it's really difficult, because in Bangladesh we have to involve with many things, some family issues, like, and also the teaching. So that will be really a extra load to write, so to give time for writing a science, something like handbook or a book. Is it clear? So that's my next plan about in my research. So to be a professor in my, that will be the dream for my career. And okay, and to publish something as a book. That will be my next dream, my next challenge. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir. It's
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Anything else you want to ask?
Not right now, sir.
Okay.
We will gradually
Great.
ask you.
So, okay. So can you see the contents?
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is our first chapter. So about introduction. So we'll talk about machine learning, very basic intro of machine learning, like what is machine learning, why machine learning, types of machine learning process, types of classification problems.
Can you zoom a little bit? I can see.
Yes, I will. But this is the content. So
Okay, sir.
I'll share this document to you guys. Don't worry. So I'm preparing this handbook or chota for you guys, but you will not share this to everyone. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So we'll talk about these things step by step. Don't worry. So this is about our today's class. Like today, we'll talk about the definition of machine learning, types of machine learning, the process of machine learning. Right? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is really, really interesting. Some of the symbols that we commonly use in machine learning. So you really need to familiar with these symbols, right? So I'll say for example, the X. You know that the first one, the X, is not like a capital X. Is a X, but you know there is this two lines, right? This is like a training set or training data. In normally we say capital X, which is a training set. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So then capital N, which is the size of X, small x, which is an instance, and xi, yi, which is ith instance pair. That means we have a label. So the x has an outcome y. So we'll talk about this. Don't worry. So I will discuss these symbols, but for now I'm skipping these things, right? Don't worry. We'll discuss these symbols later. So normally, why actually we need symbols? Because when actually we write our technical, say for example, research papers, or we write some articles, then actually normally we use symbols, right? These notations, these mathematical notations. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the first thing is machine learning, right? This is our machine learning course. Okay. Let me start with, can you see? This is intro. We start with introduction. Is it clear? Are you guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. We can see, sir.
Right. You can see my desktop. Okay. My this doc. Okay. The first thing, I will start with two quotes from two famous scientists. First one is, imagination is more important than knowledge. Yeah, you have to feel it. So if you really love machine learning, then you will be a machine learning engineer or machine learning scientist. Without that, that will be very difficult. So imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination enrich the world. It's a quote by Albert Einstein. Right? Is there anyone
Yes,
in the
sir.
class who actually don't know Albert Einstein? I think no. Okay. The second quote is really interesting too. Like, intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Change, right? Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change, by Stephen Hawking. Are you guys listening me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
can hear you.
Yes,
But
sir. It's clear,
you are
sir.
not replying my say. You must say yes or no, whatever. You must actually reply, right? Otherwise, it's very difficult for me that I'm talking with myself. So your first homework to think about these two quotes. Just spend 10 minutes to think about this code. Just close your eyes and think what these two renowned scientists, what they want to say with their quotes. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
So the first thing is like the definition. So the what is machine learning, right? So I'm trying to write the definition of machine learning. So machine learning in short, we say ML. So from now and on, we'll say ML, which is basically the short form or abbreviated form of machine learning, is the field of computer science or intelligent computing. We nowadays we not only say computer science, we say intelligent computing or the branch of advanced artificial intelligence. Is it clear? So ML is the field of computer science, intelligent computing,
Yes,
or we can
sir.
say a branch of AI, advanced AI, right? That involved the development of self-learning algorithm to automatically extract rules or knowledge from big data. Is it clear? In order to make
Yes.
prediction or decision. So this is the formal definition of machine learning. So machine learning is the field of computer science, or we can say intelligent computing, or it's a branch of advanced artificial intelligence. And what it do, it actually extract rules or knowledge from data for decision making, for prediction. Is it clear to everyone?
Sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Then my question to you, what is the basic difference between AI and machine learning? AI means artificial intelligence and machine learning means machine learning, right? What is the difference between these two, AI and machine learning?
The primary difference, sir, is AI teaches a machine to act like an agent for single specific tasks, sir. For
Okay.
example, an ATM, it does the work of a bank teller, sir, just the work of
Right.
a bank teller. Whereas the
Right.
machine learning, it doesn't do the work of an agent. It teaches us the rules of
Okay.
how to approach a problem solving tactics, sir.
Okay. Good. Have you seen the 3 Idiots movie?
Yes, sir.
Which movie, sir?
3 Idiots by Amir Khan. The best
Yes,
sir.
movie I have ever seen. That's the all-time best, my favorite movie. Even I don't know how many times I actually enjoyed that movie, maybe more than 50 times. Even when I got a chance, then actually I try to see that movie. It's really interesting. In that movie, the professor asks, what is machine, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
the
sir.
answer was the machine is anything that reduce human effort, right? That was the answer by Amir Khan. But
Yes, yes,
the
sir.
professor was not happy, and there is another character like Chotur, right? You know, the another character, the
Yes, sir.
normally the typical or traditional brilliant or intelligent student. He actually memorized the definition, and professor was very happy to listen his definition. But very simply, we can say AI. When we say AI basically artificial intelligence that's basically perform task. The function of AI is to perform task as like a human, right? Say for example, we
Right,
can
sir.
play chess, right? We can play tic tac toe. We can play any kind of game, right? Say for
Right.
example,
Yes, sir.
when actually we
Right, sir.
play chess, say for example, you can play chess with me, or you can play chess with another player, or you can play chess with your friend, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Right, sir.
But what if you want to play chess with a machine? Say for example, I don't know, I have a chess or not. I should have. Where is the games? There should be a chess here. Right, chess. So here you can see if I want, I don't need any friend. I can play chess with machine, right? You see?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Where's- You see, I am playing chess with machine, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What does it mean?
Yes, sir.
And an AI agent is playing with you.
Not now. It's better to say not now. Right. So actually, the machine is playing against me, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, sir.
Right. So can you say how? How the machine is playing chess with me?
Sir, the machine is taught the rules of the game and
No, the rules is already given into the machine. So for my every move, say for example, this is my first move, this is my second move, and if this is my, say for example, if this is my third move, and machine already knew what will be his move for this move. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes,
This
sir.
is called AI. This is not a machine learning. What I'm doing, that is basically purely AI. There is no machine learning here. Is it clear?
Yes,
This
Yes,
is
sir.
purely artificial intelligence, because what I'm doing, so machine already know. So the rules already extracted by the experts, the humans, they set the rules in the program, and the machine is actually following that rules, nothing else. Is it clear?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But then what is machine learning? Machine learning is things if the machine automatically extract the rules. Say for example, the machine do not know how to play chess. He actually follow my moves, and he actually learning after playing. Say with playing he is learning. With playing he is learning. He initially he will not know anything, but after playing 100 games, he will get little intelligence. Is it clear? After playing
yes,
1,000 games,
Yes,
he will
sir.
be very expert like you. So this is like a machine learning. When the rules are automatically extracted by the machine, that is machine learning. When the rules is already given, already extracted by someone else, by the expert, that is basically AI. Is it clear to everyone?
So it means
Yes,
in machine
sir.
learning, it will find the pattern, and in AI we will
No, no,
give.
no. The machine learning, the machine will learn the rules by itself. And in
Yes, sir.
AI, the rules is extracted by someone else, like expert.
Yes,
So
sir.
machine learning means learning by doing. So it will have a very basic knowledge, but after playing, so playing 1,000 times or 10,000 times, it will be a very intelligent stuff. Is it
Sir,
clear?
sir, in
Yes, sir.
AI, we teach the rules of the game, but in machine learning, we teach how to learn the rules.
Right. So in the difference between AI and machine learning, so in AI, actually we extract the rules, we tell the machine to perform tasks by using the rules. That's it. So if I give a move here, the machine will give another move against for this move. That is AI. But when the machine will learn itself how to play the chess, how to extract the rules, then that is the machine learning. So machine learning is like a machine intelligence. So you will give a algorithm to machine to learn itself, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. As like our intelligence. So God created us, right? So we learn from environment, right? We went
Yes,
to
sir.
the
Yes, sir.
school for learning. So every moment we are learning. Say for example, you guys are about 20, right? So your maturity and 2 years old boy maturity is not equal, right?
Yes,
So
Yes,
sir.
sir.
your maturity is far, far better. You are far intelligent than 2 years old boy and girl. But how did you learn? You learn from environment. Like say when actually at the first time when you start walking, can you walk properly? No. You give a lot many attempts. Now you took lot many attempts to walk, and finally you learn how to walk, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that's basically the machine learning. So that's basically the difference between AI and machine learning. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Okay. I'm just closing this one. Okay, delete. Not interested. Okay. So are you guys okay with the definition? Definition of machine learning. So the definition of machine learning is to extract rules and make decisions or perform tasks. So it's automatically extraction. So rules will be extracted automatically, not by an expert, not by your friend, not by any human, right?
Yes, sir.
right, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we are extracting rules from data, right? Then what is data? So data is basically historical records or past data points. So data is basically historical records. That means, today is rainy day. It's a rainy season, right?
Yes, sir.
So we all know in rainy season it will be the rain, right? The rain, say for example, in winter there is a few chance of rain, but in rainy season there is a high chance of rain, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is the rule. So we actually extract this kind of rules from history. We observe last 50 years or 100 years rainy season, that in the rainy season rain is very common. So this is called historical data. Say for example, the weather app, so which actually forecasts the weather of today or tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
So if you go to the Google weather or weather app of Apple, then it will say, okay, there is a chance of 60% rain tomorrow, or there is a chance of 20% rain tomorrow. So how do they predict? Actually, they built a machine learning model based on the previous data, historical data, and it's actually analyze the data and give a prediction. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
But this prediction is, can we say this prediction is 100% accurate? That if
No, sir.
this weather forecasting model tells us that tomorrow will be the rain, and definitely tomorrow will be rain, can we say that?
No, sir. It's a prediction.
It's a prediction, and it's not a god, right? It's just a mathematical model. So is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
The prediction can be wrong. Okay, just a minute. Okay. Acha. So instead of requiring domain expert or human, it manually extract rules and build models from, instead of requiring domain experts or humans to manually extract rules and build models from analyzing big data, machine learning offers a more efficient alternative for gaining knowledge in data to gradually improve the performance of predictive model and make data-driven decisions. Is it clear? The same thing. So, without taking help of any expert, machine learning basically extract rules for decision making. That's it. It enables machine or computer to learn from experience without being specifically programmed. This is really important. So you will see lot many. So what I do here, I collected several definitions from several sources, several online pages, several books. So you will see lot many definition here in one single paragraph. Is it clear? In some literature, you will see it's a ability to learn the machine. It enables a machine to learn from experience without being specifically programmed. That's another definition. So machine learning build models based on historical data known as training data. I don't know why I have this mic. So are you guys listening me?
Yes, sir.
We can hear you now, sir.
Okay. Okay. So these are the definitions, right? So the example of machine learning is like internet search engine, email filters to sort out spam, detecting intrusions or unusual transactions, image classification, etc. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So these are the formal definition. So this definition by is called Arthur Samuel, right? So machine learning, the field of study that gives computer the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. So this definition was given by Arthur Samuel in 1959, and then this is Tom. It's how it's called, Michel.
Michelle.
Mitchell or
Mitchell.
something.
Mitchell, sir.
Right, Mitchell,
Mitchell,
right,
sir.
right. He gave a definition of machine learning in 1998, like well posed learning problem. A computer program is said to learn from experience. So E is experience. The computer program will learn from experience with respect to some task T. So to perform a task T, and you have to actually learn how to perform that task. That's your experience, and some performance measure P. So how efficiently you can actually solve or perform that task. So here we have experience E, task T, and performance P. So if its performance on T, that means on task, as measured by P, that means performance, improves with experience E. Is it clear? That's one of the tough machine learning definition. So performance on task will be improved, measured by P, improves with experience E. That's basically machine learning. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And I gave my own definition. That's machine learning is the process of extracting rules from big data for knowledge mining. That's my simple definition. I always prefer
Simplicity.
simple, right? Simple the best. Okay, so I hope you all know what's the definition of machine learning.
Yes,
Either
sir.
you can memorize it or you can actually write from your own. That's totally up to you. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Why machine
Yes,
learning?
sir.
The second question, the second after knowing what is machine learning, the second thing should come in our mind. Why machine learning? Because nowadays this you see the situations like say for before that, before why machine learning, can you say why machine? Why we need machine? Why we need actually calculator?
Sir, you actually already have said
So
that
to reduce man labor.
Right,
effort.
right. So if I give, say for example, if I give you two numbers, say for example 200-digit number, and if I ask you to multiply them, how long it will take? Or not 100-digit, 10-digit number. Say if I give you to 10-digit numbers and I ask you to multiply them, how long it will take?
Sir, almost 5 minutes.
It's up to your performance, right? Says maybe for you it's 5 minutes, for me it's 10 minutes, right? But what about the machine?
Sir,
So
it can
it's
do it
almost
in
instant.
Right.
nano scale.
So when you just enter two numbers and press enter button, you'll have your result within a blink of your eye, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So that's why actually we need machine, and that's why actually we need machine learning. We need machine learning to extract rules from complex data. So nowadays in big data, we have lot many examples, lot many features, and there are very difficult correlation among the features. So for a human being, it's a really very costly process, right? You can do that. So we can do that, but it's really a costly process. That's why actually we need machine learning. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
so there is a question here. We start with a question. Can we think all the rules in a complex real life big data problem with a long list of rules? Can we? We can't.
No, sir.
So that's why actually we need machine learning. Also, the environments are continuously changing in real life situation. That's why we need machine learning. That's the main main actually use of machine learning. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. You can read this paragraph, is fine. So machine learning is so you see these are the some kind of topics, or we can say subject, like AI, artificial intelligence. So AI basically the effort to automate intellectual tasks that normally performed by humans. So AI means the machine will perform or solve tasks as like a human, right? Is it clear? The basic idea is to create intelligent machine that work and react as like a human brain. So that's basically the AI. So machine learning is a advanced form of AI. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So if you make a hierarchy, then we have AI first, and then on top of that we have machine learning. It automatically extract rules from data, and on top of that we have deep learning.
Deep learning.
So deep learning basically the set of machine. Deep learning is one branch of machine learning. Deep learning is not a machine learning. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Always remember, deep learning is just a part of machine learning. Deep learning is not a machine learning. So deep learning subset, you see the subset here, subset of machine learning, which multi-layered artificial neural networks, ANN, learn from big data. So nowadays we are not thinking about data because we don't have data anymore. Nowadays we have all big data, right? So we have AI, on top of that we have machine learning, and on top of that we have deep learning. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And data mining is another branch of machine learning. So it's actually it is the process of extracting knowledge and uncovering hidden patterns from big data to understand the current and future trend. So when we say knowledge, what is basically the knowledge? So in this lecture we have a knowledge. What is knowledge?
Sir, is actually sir data.
No, data is
It is
basically
a
the
pattern
facts.
from the data.
Sir, the information.
Right.
The
So
information.
knowledge is basically processed information. So we have a data. From data, we can have a information. So what is basically information? Information is basically processed data, right? And what is basically knowledge? Knowledge is basically processed information, right? So we normally say he's a very knowledgeable person. That means he knows lot many information. He has a good number of he has a good stack of information, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So that's basically knowledge. Uh, so AI, machine learning, and then on top of machine learning, you have deep learning, data mining, big data. So these are also a subject, right? Data mining is another subject. Normally, we teach data mining in our master's program, and also big data is another subject. So large volume of data with variety and velocity. So nowadays, we have to deal with the big data because it's a large volume. Every time, actually, if you look at the volume of Facebook, data volume of Facebook, you see every day many thousands of stupid peoples, they actually take their selfies, upload to their profile, right? For nothing. You see? So say for example, if you go to the restaurant, you order some food. So when you have the food, before having the food, what we do, we take a picture of that food and post in the Facebook. Okay, you see, I'm in the chef's table now, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So that you shouldn't do that regularly. Okay. So so every day we are actually doing lot many transactions, like banking transactions. We are generating data, right? If you make a query in a Google, if you search anything in a Google, you are actually generating data, right? If you make a mobile call, you are making a data. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So any confusion about AI, machine learning, deep learning, data mining, big data?
Yes, sir.
You have a confusion or you don't have a confusion?
No,
So
sir.
no confusion.
No confusion till.
Okay, good.
No, sir.
Okay. So- Oh,
No confusion, sir.
sorry. Okay. So now, types of machine learning. So I made this handbook for you guys so that you can actually follow it. Okay.
Sir,
So
what is
it's
the
very
exact
small,
difference
but it's
between
very effective. Tell
sir
me what is the exact difference between
data mining and
between
deep
what?
learning? Data mining and deep learning.
Okay. So deep learning is AI. Deep learning is the artificial neural network, right? But data mining is not only artificial neural network. So you can use NNN for deep data mining. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So data mining is a process to extract knowledge, hidden patterns. So for that, you can apply any kind of machine learning algorithm. So deep learning is a one machine learning algorithm or one machine learning process. You can also apply deep learning for data mining,
Okay, sir.
right? So there are a lot many algorithms like decision tree, support vector machine, Bayesian classifier, lot many. So similar like a artificial neural network is another process. But nowadays ANN become very popular because it can say it has two advanced form like CNN and RNN. So this CNN and RNN is nowadays doing like say for example CNN is really good for image classification and RNN is really good for text analysis, right? Say for example even you can actually write a poem using RNN. So there are a lot many things I will share with you. Okay, so that's why nowadays this deep learning concept become very popular. But I don't know, definitely something new will come within very short time. Then the people will be very crazy about that. Okay,
Okay, sir.
okay. So types of machine learning. So for machine learning, there are several types of learning. So I actually highlighted few of them here. So the first thing is supervised learning. So the general idea of machine learning is to develop concepts. So concept is the model or we can say the algorithm from historical data for acquiring knowledge through experience. So this is the task of machine learning. So there are different types of uh, learning in the field of machine learning that are listed below. So the first one is called supervised learning. So supervised learning is the first learning problems or task of machine learning. So it is the process of building models when we have input variables capital X called features. So capital X basically the features column and output variable Y. You see, we have to be familiar with this kind of symbols. So capital X basically the list of columns or features in a table, and we have a last column, output column, that's called output variable Y, called labeled, or the class entropy algorithms to learn mapping function Y equals to function of X, capital X, not small x. Is it clear? From
Yes, sir.
Yes,
input
sir.
or data to output or class. So normally when it's input, output, or data or class. So we'll have a data that have a column. So in say for example, say for just a minute, just a minute. I have to receive a phone call. Just a minute. Hello, Uncle. You on class? আমি ক্লাসের আগে লিংক পাঠিয়ে দেবো। আমি এখন আরেকটা ক্লাস আছে, এটা শেষ করে আমি সাথে সাথে লিংক পাঠিয়ে দেবো এলএমএস এ, ঠিক আছে? হ্যাঁ আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ আমি আমি পাঠাই দিব, ঠিক আছে, হ্যাঁ আচ্ছা সরি, আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে। So the supervised learning actually build model from label data. What is basically the label data? Are you guys listening me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So label data, that means we have a input columns and we have a output column. Say for example, we have a X and we have a Y. So X may be, say for example, the salary, and Y is a label. Say for example, if someone has a very high salary, we can say he's a rich man. If X is a say for the salary is very poor, like say for example 10,000, we can say he's a poor man. Is it clear?
Yes,
Rich
sir.
man,
Sir.
average man or poor man. Okay, middle class poor or lower middle class. So we can actually categorize a person based on his salary. So X is a salary and Y is basically his class or position in the society, like upper class, middle class, or lower middle class, or poor. Is it clear? So when we say capital X, that means we have a number of columns, a number of input features. We'll talk about this in later. Okay, so don't worry. Everything will be very clear as like water. And output variable, that means the class level, Y. Normally we define X and Y, right? The
Yes, sir.
goal is to map the function so well that the new input data, so new data is represented by X. You see the hyphen X, and on top of that, to the on top of that is a like hyphen X hyphen can be classified correctly. So we'll build a model so that new data can be classified correctly. Okay. So when we have a label data, that is called supervised learning. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Later I'll show you an example of what label data. Okay. So the supervised learning can be categorized into two types. It can be regression or classification. So supervised learning has a branch. So one is called regression and another one is a classification. So when the class value, the last column or class column is like a numeric value, it's like a real value or continuous value, then we can say it's a regression problem. Say for example, if you say you have you want to predict the house price of Dhaka city, say for example house price or house rent of Dhaka city, then we have several columns, right? Input columns like the house is located in which area, the house is in Gulshan or is it in Gaptuli, or how big the house is. So what is the size of the house, what is the tiles of the house. So these are the input parameters, right? And based on that we can actually we can have the rent of that house, like okay, it's a 50,000 taka rent or it's a 15,000 taka rent, based on several parameters. So these parameters is called input parameters or input features, and the rent, the house rent is our class column, the class value or label. When this, the class column or label is numeric or real or continuous, that is called regression problem. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And when, say for example, you have the location, the size of the house, everything, and then you have the category like it's a good house, it's a average house, it's a poor house. It's not any number, it's a categorical output, right? The outcome or label is categorical, then or nominal, then it's called classification. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So classification and regression both are in supervised learning problem, but only difference is the output, the last column or class column. So if the class column is categorical, then it's a classification problem. It's a numeric or non-categorical, real or continuous, then it's a regression problem. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
in a simple manner, we can say what is supervised learning. In supervised learning, we have a data and label. So label, that means all the data that belongs to a label. The machine learning model tries to learn relationship between data and label, right? So if you have these things, say if your house in Gulshan, it's a very big house, then its rent will be very high. So that is the task actually machine learning do. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is supervised learning, and we have unsupervised learning. Say for example, in unsupervised learning, we have only data, we don't have the label. So there is a difference between symbols. Here you see this is capital X and this is capital X, but in Roman letter. It's not normal alphabet, right? It's a Roman X, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in unsupervised learning, we have only data. We don't have the label. So the unsupervised learning, also known as clustering, is used to group unlabeled data. You see the unlabeled data. The label are not here. When only we have input data X, this is a Roman X, and no corresponding class value. When we have no class value, say for example, you have only the input parameters, you don't have the rent of that house. So that's a unlabeled data. Is it clear? When label is missing, that is unlabeled, and that is basically the unsupervised learning problem. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for why actually we use unsupervised learning? For finding patterns or similarities and interesting structure in the data. So that is the task of unsupervised learning. The goal of unsupervised learning is to model the underlying structure or distribution in data in order to learn more about the data. So if I highlight this, the goal of unsupervised learning is to model the underlying structure or distribution in the data in order to learn more about the data. So actually you are finding the pattern, inside pattern. You are looking inside pattern of the data. Therefore, in unsupervised learning, we have only data but not labels. Is it clear? So machine learning model tries to find the pattern in data without something to reference on. So without having the label, we actually try to group or cluster the data, find the similarity among the data or between the data. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here is one example like PCA. So clustering or unsupervised learning can be used for dimensionality reduction. So dimensionality is like an input feature, the columns. We will talk about it in later. Okay. Semi-supervised learning. So semi-supervised learning is another learning type where we have both label and unlabeled data. Say we have some labeled data, we have some unlabeled data. It's a combination of both supervised and unsupervised learning problem, which is basically semi-supervised learning problem. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is agent-based learning. Is an agent-based learning. So an agent or algorithm, machine learning algorithm, performs action in an environment and it rewarded or penalized based on whether the action were favorable or not. Say for example, you actually say for example, an agent or algorithm, actually you want to perform a task by agent. Say for example, you want an agent to, say for example, go to from here United States University to the airport. So if it go to the right direction, the agent will get points. Is it clear? Or if it go to the wrong direction, it will actually lose points. Is it clear? Or it's like a say for example, you want an algorithm to perform a task. So if it perform correctly, then it will be awarded. You will give some points to the algorithm, if it actually performs something wrong, or if it cannot perform the task properly, you actually um, penalize that algorithm, or you actually remove some points, deduct some points from algorithm. Is it clear? That's basically the reinforcement learning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So in figure 1.1 shows the reinforcement learning process. In reinforcement learning, there is no training data. So in reinforcement learning, we don't have a training data. So there is no way to have a label data or unlabeled data. All algorithm works on a reward-based system. So there is no training data. There will be no historical data. So it will be totally an environment and a reward-based system. The agent selects an action in an environment that will lead to reward or punishment. So say for example, creating a game. Is it clear? So let's go to the figure 1.1. So this is figure 1.1. So this is your agent or algorithm. It actually perform a task in the environment. So if it do the right task, then it actually get rewarded, or it can be get punished. These are steps. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So this is reinforcement learning and transfer learning. So transfer learning is a process. Take knowledge from one model and use it in your own. So transfer learning is like, say for example, a model is already established. A model is already well established. It's actually, say for image classification, there are a lot many models already built. So you can actually take that model and use for your problem solving. Your say for example, you want to say you know the ImageNet problem. So they actually trained a model to recognize 1,000 images. So you can actually take that model to identify some new image. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that is basically the transfer learning. So transfer learning is a process of actually using existing model into your problem. So to solve your task. Is it? That's basically the transfer learning. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Active learning. So active learning is another machine learning approach. It's actually let users play active role in the learning process. So say for example, say uh, uh, okay, say you are training a model, but you are also giving an input to the model. So these things will be good for learning, or these things will not be efficient for learning. Say active learning is the process actually when actually user involved in learning process. So the machine is learning, right? Machine is extracting rules automatically, but there is someone who actually helping machine to actually extract better rules, or extract rules within a very short time, or extract rules using very small examples. Is it clear? So an active learning approach can ask user, for example, domain expert, to label an instance which may be from a set of unlabeled data. Say, for example, you have a set of unlabeled data. So active learning is a process to ask a human expert to label them. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir, actually, sir, active learning is interacting with the human also.
Right. So the active learning is that the machine is learning, but there is an
With
expert
help
who
of a
actually,
human.
right, the expert is helping machine to boost up the learning. ও লার্নিংটাকে ভালো করে বোঝার জন্য, বা লার্নিং সে তো করতেছে, তো লার্নিংটা যেন আর ভালো করে করতে পারে সেই জন্য একটা এক্সপার্ট তাকে হেল্প করতেছে। দ্যাট ইজ বেসিক্যালি অ্যাক্টিভ লার্নিং। Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when actually machine takes help from expert, that is basically the active learning. যেমন এখানে একটা এক্সাম্পল দেওয়া আছে। Say for example, if there is unlabeled data, and the machine tells a expert to label them, and based on that labeling, it's built a model that is a completely active learning process. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Any questions up to now?
No, sir.
Okay, so then we can go to our next topics. That's a machine learning process. I put a lot many hours to prepare this handbook. Okay, so can you see the text?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the machine learning process. So there are several steps in machine learning. So learning is the concept of estimating the parameters, model parameters. So learning is the concept of estimating model parameters so the predictions are consistent with true levels. So true levels, that means the true prediction. So in our level, say for example, in our level data, say what we want to do, we want to predict the level correctly. Okay, so for that we have to actually estimate the parameters. We have to tune the parameters. So we'll talk about this. What is parameter? Okay, so there are 6 steps in machine learning process. First step is data collection. The first thing, we have to collect data, right? You see my cursor here. This is a round shape.
Yes, sir.
Is a circle. So this is the data collection. So the first step in machine learning, we have to collect data, and when we collect data, we need to ask these questions: what data exists, where we can get it, is it structured data or unstructured data? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So for data collection, when we collect the data, we have to ask these 3 questions, like what data exists, what actually is inside the data, from where we can collect it, is the data is structured data or unstructured data. Okay, so first thing, we need to collect data. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Then the second step is data preparation. Data preparation is like make the data ready for mining or for building model. So when we collect data from environment, there may be many noise in the data. So what we have to do, we have to prepare the data for model building or mining. So that is called data preparation. So in the data preparation, we have 3 steps, like exploratory data analysis, EDA, data preprocessing, and data splitting. So we'll talk about this in the next class. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So we have to collect data first and then data preparation. So data preparation is nothing else. In data preparation, we actually make the data ready for future processing. Okay.
Processing or create.
And then training model. So the third step is training model. Here basically actually we train the machine learning model, either neural network or decision tree or support vector machine, any one, or say for example random forest, whatever you want. And then so here we need to select the learning algorithm. So training model is from a learning algorithm, machine learning algorithm. We have to train the model. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
After training the
Yes,
model,
sir.
we need to test the performance of the model. That's called testing model. So testing model is analysis or evaluation. The evaluation matrix, how we can actually test a model. Is it clear? What is the performance of the model? Is the model is good or is the model is bad? So we need to actually test the performance of the model, and then deploying model. Deploying model, that means we are deploying. We are actually deployment means deploying is in real. We are actually use the model in real life. Is it clear? So
Yes,
that's
sir.
the
Yes, sir.
deployment or deploying model. And finally, retrain model. So I say, for example, you build a model now and you actually, you are very happy with the model performance and you are using this model in real time. But what about after 1 year or 6 months? still the model is good, or the prediction become very old or bad. So are the old prediction is still valid? So this is the question. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is basically the machine learning process. We have 6 process: data collection, data preprocessing, model training, model testing, deploying model, and retaining model. Retain, that means you are retraining the model again. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
So I think that's it for today. So it's 1 + 12. I have another class from 12:10. Okay. So today we just talk about the definition of machine learning, why machine learning needed, what are the types of machine learning, and the machine learning process. That's it. Very simple. Because I know few of you will register this course, so registration is still possible. Maybe few of new students will join in the next class. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So any issues?
No, sir.
Okay. So our course, so I'm not giving you the course syllabus or course outline because I'm giving you this handbook, right? So I already mentioned. So in this course, we'll cover 2 things: regression and deep learning. We'll start with regression to understand the basic process, and after finishing regression, we'll move to deep neural network, and we'll actually cover ANN, CNN, and RNN: artificial neural network, convolutional neural network, and recurrent neural network in details with Python coding. So those who are very interested, even if you afraid of programming, then you can actually take this class very seriously, because I will teach you how to do program with Python programming. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So as it's the first class, I will give a attendance to everyone. Okay. So I'm not taking the class attendance, but my request to you, don't miss any class. Otherwise, it will be really difficult for me to discuss the topics that we already discussed in the class. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything
Yes,
you
sir.
want to share? Anyone wants to share anything? Now, your task is to search or think about the topics that we discuss in the class. We discuss about what is machine learning. We discuss several definitions. We talk about the types of machine learning algorithms, why it's needed, and process. So within 24 hours, if you just spend 15 to 30 minutes on these topics, you will be the boss. So these things you will actually save into your heart. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. So it
Okay.
will be very helpful, sir, if you upload the today's today's class
Definitely I will.
lecture.
Why actually I prepared these materials for you guys, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let me stop sharing my stop recording the class.